see. That's it.
Yeah, I'll just hit that address if that's okay with you.
Yep.
Just take Telegraph to the lodge.
Well, we gotta go to the bank first.
That address? Oh.
Jesus Christ. Hello? Yes, Jim H. Yep. Bye.
The Rays will do this when they want to elevate someone. All right. But still, Meadows is, what, 26, 27? You got full arbitration. He's a left-handed power bat. He's not a good outfielder. Can't throw worth a lick. But he's got power.
And you basically within his control for the next 3 years.
Right. And he's got power. And power is a commodity in today's game. It's the thing that you build your team around. Very few teams are building their teams around, speed and bunting and fundamental. They're building around power. And I can tell you, if Austin Meadows is healthy. Now look, 2020, he got knocked on his ass by COVID. I know for some of you, COVID's not real. But for him, it was. And no, it took him out for a couple months, Rico. He really had a hard battle with it. So take 20, get rid of it. You're left with like a tale of two seasons where 2019, he was a rookie revelation. Yeah, he was fantastic for Tampa. And 20, COVID, comes back at 26 last year and tough. some of the numbers, and here's what we're going to do. We were doing this before the show because I like data and analytics, and Rico and Kenny and David were nice about it, but it was some friendly ball breaking. I'm not going to...
It was not ball breaking. It was, you kind of take things to that, it's more scientific. And, you know, you're the person that goes to the magic show, and you're trying to explain to people how the trick works, and we're all like, I just want to see the trick.
Right.
I want to believe that he cut the lady in half, that the tiger flew in midair. I just want to believe that.
So here's what I want you to believe. I want you to believe the Tigers are a better team because they got him. I want you to believe that I think once Riley Green comes back, and you've got Riley, Manning, center field, and you have flexibility you haven't had. And you're adding a real pitcher and a guy who got a 4-man rotation. Yeah, and it was funny because I talked to a buddy of mine last night who's in baseball. And when you go through the AL Central, you don't see a lot of lefties. Go through the rotations if you don't believe it. Or just trust it. Or go through them when you're on the toilet. Whatever you like. There's not a lot of lefties. Because all you Boston Meadows can't hit lefty. You know? Getting on the AL East helps. Where it's lefty loser. I think if this kid gets 500 plate appearances, he can challenge for 30 home runs. Now, without going too deep into the data, he is a fly ball hitter. There's no concerns about the ball. This guy's going to put the ball in the air. And he's got a good launch angle on it. He's going to be able to hit some home runs. Now, if you believe in clutch, like, hey, this guy comes through in the clutch, some people get upset when you talk about things like this. I'll just tell you, this guy killed my team. And this guy does it in the late innings. So, no, I don't think he's the all-star he was in 19. But I also don't think he's the player you saw in 20. He's probably in this in-between where 2021 could be the level. I think he can get a little bit better in the batting average department if you still care about that. He's gonna hit home runs. And I think this is a plus. He didn't give away anything any of us care about.
Unless you really think that Tampa sees something in Brady's that...
Oh, no, make no mistake.
That now all of a sudden
Brady's going to now be an all-star because he's a Ray.
Right.
So you can just forget him.
Where you're having John Smoltz flashbacks like, oh my goodness, we gave up a future Hall of Famer for a one-time deal. Now, here's what I like about the deal. When I was on the phone with David, when David was hating puppies and balloons and ice cream.
Oh, my.
Oh, David was in fire. He really was. I just don't, I don't see how this is good. I'm like, David, it is. Well, how is it about the Tigers trying to win now? And I'm like, well, it is.
Because everyone's giving them credit and saying, oh, this is a move to win now. So it took an injury for them to make a move.
No.
Now we're saying
David,
they're winning now.
It's not that. And as I tried to explain when you told me how ice cream is horrible and you banned your kids from it,
Stunning.
it's a win now because it tells me they learned from their mistake from last year and going into April and stumbling out the block and then trying to play catch up, and it was just too far too gone.
Or they
couldn't do that.
woke up and realized that they actually had Victor Reyes in their lineup.
They realized we need an outfielder. Tigers of the past, I believe, would have simply said, well, Green will be ready in 6 to 8 weeks, and we'll just wait until then and see what happens and bring somebody up from the minors and just see what, we'll take our chances.
David, here's what
This is when now they're saying, let's make a deal, let's bring somebody in
and
now.
what's the harm?
Exactly.
Like to me, David, do I have doubts about Austin Meadows' future? Of course I do. I just don't think Tampa loses trades. They don't. But the Tigers are exactly the type of team that's in a position to find out about them. There's playing time here. He fills a need they desperately have, which is a left-handed outfield bat with power. Yes. So look, let's say, David, your scenario happens, and he's no good. Let's say he's not 2020 bad, but he's never better than 2021. That he comes here, hits 228, 29 homers, and is a negative defensive player. Okay, what was the harm again? Isaac Paredes was never going to play here, and you gave up a pick that, no disrespect to you, but you're never going to know who gets taken.
Yep. And here's the thing. If he doesn't work out, he was a Band-Aid until Riley Green was ready.
well, right. Take that spot. And here's the other thing. I will continue to say this until I'm blue in the face. Here we go. This fan base, this media, continues to spin delusion. Like, Robbie Grossman cannot play here, and this team's ready to win it. Robbie's going to be a free agent because Akil Baddoo still has to prove to me, I don't care if everybody else is excited about the Flintstone reps, he has to prove to me he's an everyday ball player. I can like his story and think he's a very nice kid. That doesn't mean he's an everyday ball player on a playoff team. So adding Meadows gives, I think A.J. Hinch could be the best manager in baseball. It gives him another chess piece. I want to give A.J. Hinch chess pieces, and then you deploy them. So David, look, you don't have to love the player, but I've always said this. If Al makes moves that are good and defensible, I will give him credit.
And I think that may be my problem. That may be my problem, giving credit and then seeing everyone say, Detroit won the trade. Detroit won the trade. I'm like, when have we last won a trade?
Well, no, but hold on. The point is, so here's my perspective. I've begged for an outfielder, and I didn't want some deadbeat, don't bring me somebody who's 34 and useless. It's cheap, team control, 2 years removed from being an all-star. I think there's a circumstance in here in his age 25 season we have to forgive him. He got knocked on his ass by COVID. And last year, some of the numbers, you look at 27 and 106 and you go, wowie, kazowie, this is amazing. Dig a little deeper, not so amazing. The point is, there's a hope here. Austin Meadows, there's pedigree. Was a big-time prospect with the Yankees and Pirates. The Rays fleeced the Pirates. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the Rays took the corpse of Chris Archer, sent him to Pittsburgh, and they got back Tyler Glasnow and Austin Meadows. Meadows goes there, lights it up in year one, and 2 years later, yes, the Rays are ruthless. And they have a prospect they want to promote. The point is the Tigers can be the benefactor. So there's going to be plenty of days when the Royals or the Twins or the Guardians maybe, they put out a craptastic righty, and this kid kills right-handed pitching. That helps his game. And I'm good with it. Now, he'll write his own story, David. If he's out here, and he's giving you an OBP of 306, and the power's not there, and his K rate goes from being acceptable of, 22%, it's 30, I'll be the first guy to tell you, you gotta sit him down. Ain't no good. But there's an opportunity that Meadows can make you better. And if he doesn't, who cares? I'm good with it. Like, I think it's one of, here's what I would say. I think what bothers you, people try to make every Tiger move in this town A++++. And that's not the case. It's okay for something to be a B or a B+. And if you stack enough B or B+ moves, you're going to make your ball club better. So I'm good with it. But just don't ask me to sit here and eat a wet wipe and a change of underwear.
Well, that's exactly it.
Right. I'm not saying you're going to the World Series because of this. I'm saying this was a proactive move.
Absolutely.
This was, you bash Al Avila like, oh, they're not doing anything. This was proactive. You had a deficiency. You had a hole in the outfield.
Yeah.
And you went out. And you know what this really, I think it was, is what we said we wanted Brad Holmes to do. I think Al just simply picked up the phone, asked, and called and said, hey, how much?
Yeah, and any bias I have about dealing with Tampa, and look, yes, I happen to like the Yankees who play the Rays, and the Rays always beat. I have immense respect for that organization. They are a thorn in my side. That's my bias, me bringing that to the table to say, if your biggest worry is who you made the trade with, maybe it is a good move. I'm fine with it, and you take a flyer. And yeah, there's a chance this works okay for this team.
You won't face a lot of left-handed pitching.
And you know when you're going to see the real value of it? When Riley Green is back. If Green is patrolling center, now my corner spots every day, I give Hinch the flexibility to allow their data, their analytics, their numbers, and they put the best two corner outfielders out there. And that's where the value is. They plod along a little bit without Green.
And here's the other thing, too, Meadows. If he's just above average, you don't have to rush Green Bay.
And even
You can take your time, let him get fully healthy instead of re-injuring the foot because you're in desperate need. Because that's where they were headed, Dave. They were going to rush this kid back, ready or not. We need you out in center field. Now, you can bring him. You can slow play it. I know people don't want to hear this. Just bring him up after the All-Star break. Let him completely heal. Let him rehab.
And look, the other thing for me, offensively speaking, he was a little bit above average last year. There's something there. There's a chance for him. There's no chance for him. Okay? I don't want to hear about Ronald. I can't take it. You want me to tell you there's a chance for Badu? Sure. I don't hate him. I hate what people have turned him into. Legend. No, you're right. His statue's going up next to Ernie next week. 248-539-9797.
Treat Badu like he's boat.
Where's all the old white listeners? We're talking baseball. Where's the old guys at the Opera and the Muppets? Give us a call. 248-539-9797. Mike Valenier, Capital Mortgage Funding. Look, the industry's changed, obviously, and it continues to change, and rates are going to continue going up. Lock in now and do it with Capital Mortgage Funding. They're not going to put you in a terrible plan. They're going to do business the right way, treat you the right way, and you'll walk away a satisfied customer. Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. That's Capital Mortgage Funding. 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding, the best mortgage banker.